business, I guess. You try to play it safe on some of these topics. Let's see how safe we can do topic number 3. Let's stay together. So, according to a new research report, couples may be better off living in traditional households where the women do all or most of the housework if the couple wants to stay together. So this is some research that came out, and this was the assessment. And they're saying in situations where men do a lot or much of the housework, the relationships don't pan out so well. And the other more traditional relationships is where the men kind of stay, the men and the women stay together. What are your thoughts on that? Bit of research.
Why don't you kick out the number, see if we get some women to call and see what they think about
the
this.
The number to call us up on this particular topic is 973-460-8931, 973-460-8931. And I guess a cousin to this particular topic is something that we have going on Facebook right now on our Facebook group. I might have to paraphrase because, I have it right now. It's actually a meme, and it says, "Is it okay for a woman to provide for a man?" I don't know if those two are too far off, but let's dig into either one or both. Do you think couples stay together longer when the roles are more defined? They're traditional. Like you don't have to worry, like an example, the dishes are in the sink or whatever. Now, if you're both doing the dishes in the sink, OBT might come home and think that, his young lady is, it's her turn. He did it last time. In his mind, he did it last time because this is something that they both do. She might be thinking, well, no, I did it 2 times before that. So OBT is supposed to be doing these dishes. Okay. Remember, this is something that they both do. It's not a clearly defined, I got the trash, you got the dishes, I shovel the snow, you vacuum the floor. What do you guys think?
Well, I'm glad you cleared it up for me. Because the word traditional was I was thinking Stone Age. For Stone Age. Listen, I've read something about that as well, and I think that because of what's going on, where there's single mothers raising kids, that some men or they grow up to do some of the chores anyway. Now I'm with the traditional role. Like I got no problem taking out the garbage, man, and just wasting the dish every time I go grab something, and she can wash the dishes. And I think that there's gonna if they're gonna break up because of chores, a relationship is gonna be broken because of chores. There's been something going on anyway. I mean, is it true? Who knows, man? It's been a long time since a woman been living with me, so I don't. You know what I'm saying? So I can't figure this one out if it's true or not. It sounds like that most women want men these days to join in to do equal amount of work, because they believe that they spend just as much time at a regular job as they do, and when they come home they're tired as well, and they want the brothers to pitch in. You know what I'm saying? So if you're saying that when the brothers pitch in that we're so crazy about it that sooner or later we're leaving because this is not something that's natural for us, is that what you're trying to get there?
Well, yes and no, not really. When these types of studies are done, there are correlations, and sometimes correlations don't mean cause and effect. Like there are more murders during the time where more ice cream is being bought because it's the summer. So there's a correlation. When ice cream sales go up, murders go up as well. But it doesn't mean that ice cream sales create murder. So when they do these studies, they look at couples throughout the course of a relationship, and they ask them a series of different questions. Now, like you were getting at, they could have broken up for something I would think more significant and more important than just the chores. Right. But when the sample group was studied and these 2 questions were analyzed, they found a correlation with the responses. Those couples that stayed together had more of the traditional roles. Doesn't mean that in the thousands of people that they surveyed that this was the glue that made them stay together.
Right.
It just meant that this is what existed in those relationships that lasted. So I don't know if it's a direct cause and effect situation. I would hope not, though. I would hope not.
Well, the word tradition is it's so out of the door these days anyway. I mean, no one works out relationships anymore. Divorces are at a higher rate than ever.
Yes.
So it could have been for anything as minute as whatever. The pencil got left turned this way, that way, and she decides, I've had enough. But there's been a buildup of something else, and she decided that's what she decided to use as an excuse to get out, you know?
Yeah.
But a tradition is just so gone by the wayside these days. I mean, women work more. They're more professional. They're more educated. Big quick shout out for all the ladies. Happy International Day today.
This guy.
Want to keep it clean here.
This guy.
But the women have more power today than they had in the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Right.
So they want to be heard, and they want to have just as much say as the man does in the home. So I mean, listen, I've been living by myself for a while, and I do all my own chores, so
there you go.
I don't have a problem. I remember when I was married, I used to actually iron the shirts for my wife, and it was nothing to it. It was, I was raised that way, that I had to do my part in the house.
There you go. Who was it, Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle? They had the joke where it was one of those 50-50 type deals in the relationship, and the couple was in bed, and they heard what they believed was someone breaking into the house. And then it was either Chris Rock or Dave Chappelle, they gave the woman the bat. They were both in the bed. And the woman said, "What's this?" And whatever comedian that was said, "It's your turn." So I'll just close out with that. We'll go into another break. We'll come back and close out the show. We have more celebrating International Women's Day. It's Destiny's Child, Say My Name.